Welcome to Beginner Kung Fu.
Apprentice Instructor.
Bow to second degree black sash, and everyone at home, 75 jumping jacks, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push-up position. First set of 10 push-ups. Begin. 1, ma'am. 2, ma'am. 3, ma'am. 4, ma'am. 5, ma'am. 6, ma'am. 7, ma'am. 8, ma'am. 9, ma'am. 10, ma'am. Rest kneeling. Second set. Begin. 1, ma'am. 2, ma'am. 3, ma'am. 4, ma'am. 5, ma'am. 6, ma'am. 7, ma'am. 8, ma'am. 9, ma'am. 10, ma'am. Last set. Begin. 1, ma'am. 2, ma'am. 3, ma'am. 4, ma'am. 5, ma'am. 6, ma'am. 7, ma'am. 8, ma'am. 9, ma'am. 10, ma'am. On your back for bicycle crunches. First set of 25. Begin. 1, ma'am. 2, ma'am. 3, ma'am. 4, ma'am. 5, ma'am. 6, ma'am. 7, ma'am. 8, ma'am. 9, ma'am. 11, ma'am. 12, ma'am. 13, ma'am. 14, ma'am. 15, ma'am. 17, ma'am. 18, ma'am. 19, ma'am. 20, ma'am. 1, ma'am. 2, ma'am. 3, ma'am. 4, ma'am. 5, ma'am. Rest. and set. Begin. 1 ma'am, 2 ma'am, 3 ma'am, 4 ma'am, 5 ma'am, 6 ma'am, 7 ma'am, 8 ma'am, 9 ma'am, 10 ma'am, 11 ma'am, 12 ma'am, 13 ma'am, 14 ma'am, 15 ma'am, 16 ma'am, 17 ma'am, 18 ma'am, 19 ma'am, 20 ma'am, 1 ma'am, 2 ma'am, 3 ma'am, 4 ma'am, 5 ma'am. Last set. Begin. 1 ma'am, 2 ma'am, 3 ma'am, 4 ma'am, 5 ma'am, 6 ma'am, 7 ma'am, 8 ma'am, 9 ma'am, 10 ma'am, 11 ma'am, 12 ma'am, 13 ma'am, 14 ma'am, 15 ma'am, 16 ma'am, 17 ma'am, 18 ma'am, 19 ma'am, 20 ma'am, 1 ma'am, 2 ma'am, 3 ma'am, 4 ma'am, 5 ma'am. Sit up, feet straight out in front. Reach up, bend forward, touch your toes. 1 ma'am, 2 ma'am, 3 ma'am, 4 ma'am, 5 ma'am, 6 ma'am, 7 ma'am, 8 ma'am, 9 ma'am, 10 ma'am, 11 ma'am, 12 ma'am, 13 ma'am, 14 ma'am, 15 ma'am, 16 ma'am, 17 ma'am, 18 ma'am, 19 ma'am, 20 ma'am. Bend one leg in, reach up, bend forward, touch your toes. 1 ma'am, 2 ma'am, 3 ma'am, 4 ma'am, 5 ma'am, 6 ma'am, 7 ma'am, 8 ma'am, 9 ma'am, 10 ma'am, 11 ma'am, 12 ma'am, 13 ma'am, 14 ma'am, 15 ma'am, 16 ma'am, 17 ma'am, 18 ma'am, 19 ma'am, 20 ma'am. Switch sides. Reach up, bend forward, touch your toes. 1 ma'am, 2 ma'am, 3 ma'am, 4 ma'am, 5 ma'am, 6 ma'am, 7 ma'am, 8 ma'am, 9 ma'am, 10 ma'am, 11 ma'am, 12 ma'am, 13 ma'am, 14 ma'am, 15 ma'am, 16 ma'am, 17 ma'am, 18 ma'am, 19 ma'am, 20 ma'am. Bottom of the feet together. Flap your crane wings. Push the knees down, back held straight. Bend forward, touch your nose to your toes or as low as you can go. 1 ma'am, 2 ma'am, 3 ma'am, 4 ma'am, 5 ma'am, 6 ma'am, 7 ma'am, 8 ma'am, 9 ma'am, 10 ma'am, 11 ma'am, 12 ma'am, 13 ma'am, 14 ma'am, 15 ma'am, 16 ma'am, 17 ma'am, 18 ma'am, 19 ma'am, 20 ma'am. Feet wide apart. Lift yourself up and turn to your right. Turn and shift to the other side. Back to center, a seated angle, legs wide apart. Palms up, back straight. 1 ma'am, 11 ma'am, 12 ma'am, 13 ma'am, 14 ma'am, 15 ma'am, 16 ma'am, 17 ma'am, 18 ma'am, 19 ma'am, 20 ma'am. Reach to one side. Reach to the other side. Widen your stretch if you can. Reach to both sides. Touch your head to the floor or as low as you can go. 1 ma'am, 2 ma'am, 3 ma'am, 4 ma'am, 5 ma'am, 6 ma'am, 7 ma'am, 8 ma'am, 9 ma'am, 10 ma'am, 11 ma'am, 12 ma'am, 13 ma'am, 14 ma'am, 15 ma'am, 16 ma'am, 17 ma'am, 18 ma'am, 19 ma'am, 20 ma'am. Last stretch, feet straight out in front. Bend one leg back and lean back. Switch sides. Stand up, twist it out, do any additional stretches. Today we are going to run through our crane stances. We're also going to learn a new kick, and we're going to review all the crane blocks that we've done so far. I believe we've done 6 or 7 of them at this point. So as we're going through our crane stances, I want you to make sure that you're doing all of your stances to the very best of your ability. So if you're doing a bow stance, I want you to make sure that your front leg is bent and your back leg is straight. And if we're in a cross stance, I want you to make sure you're doing a really nice low cross stance where your thigh is going past your calf on your opposite leg. All right? Let's give that a shot. Attention stance.
Yes, ma'am.
Stand tall.
Yes, ma'am.
High crane.
High crane.
Middle crane.
Middle crane.
Low crane.
Low crane.
Monkey hop.
Monkey hop.
Bow stance left.
Bow stance left.
Cross stance right.
Cross stance right.
Clap. Bow stance left.
Bow stance left.
Crane stance right.
Crane stance right.
Dragon stance right.
Dragon stance right.
Feet together.
Yes, ma'am.
Run back. Attention stance.
Yes, ma'am.
Stand tall.
Yes, ma'am.
High crane.
High crane.
Middle crane.
Middle crane.
Low crane.
Low crane.
Monkey hop.
Monkey hop.
Bow stance left.
Bow stance left.
Cross stance right.
Cross stance right.
Clap. Remember, keep turning the same way. Bow stance left.
Bow stance left.
Crane stance right.
Crane stance right.
Dragon stance right.
Dragon stance right.
Feet together.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, one last time, we're gonna go through our crane stances. We're gonna go a little bit faster this time, so try to keep up at home. Attention stance.
Yes, ma'am.
Stand tall.
Yes, ma'am.
High crane.
High crane.
Middle crane.
Middle crane.
Low crane.
Low crane.
Monkey hop.
Monkey hop.
Both stance left.
Both stance left.
Cross stance right.
Cross stance right.
Clap. Both stance left.
Both stance left.
Crane stance right.
Crane stance right.
Dragon stance right.
Dragon stance right.
Feet together.
Ma'am.
Very good. Were you able to keep up at home? Hopefully, if you've been coming to all the classes recently, you were able to keep up. We're going to work on our crane kick next so that we have enough energy. Our legs shouldn't be too tired. They should be a little worn out from doing our crane stances, but not too bad. If you were doing good stances, they will be a little bit tired. So for our crane kick, we're going to learn our crane side kick. We start with our right foot forward in a cat stance, a high cat stance, like we've been doing for our crane stances. Then we're going to switch our feet, lift up our left leg, kick out. This is a kick to the shins or the knee, so it's just going down diagonally. It's not a very high kick, not like our Bruce Lee side kick or our regular side kick. Then we're going to bring our foot back in, and we're just going to hop right back to our right foot forward cat stance. Same thing on the other side. We're going to have our left foot forward in a cat stance. We're going to switch the feet, and we're going to turn when we switch the feet. Kick out, pull it back, and then jump back into your cat stance. All right, let's give it a shot. We'll do it broken down a few times, and then I'll just count them out. So you will end up doing all the moves at once, but we're just gonna walk through it first. So switch your feet, kick out, pull back, and jump back. Good. Switch your feet, kick out, jump back. Very nice. And remember, when we're doing our crane stances, we want to make sure we're bringing our knees up really high. We're going to bring our foot up, switch, kick out, and back. All right, try to do all those moves at once. I'm just going to count them out. When I say one, you'll kick out and then come back. All right, left foot forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Say os. That means you just switch your feet. So now you should be in a right foot forward cat stance. We're gonna lift up, switch our feet, kick out, and then jump back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feet together.
Yes, ma'am.
Very nice. Reach up, bend forward, touch your toes. Try to keep your legs straight. 1, ma'am, 2, ma'am, 3, ma'am, 4, ma'am, 5, ma'am, 6, ma'am, 7, ma'am, 8, ma'am, 9, ma'am, 10, ma'am, 11, ma'am, 12, ma'am, 13, ma'am, 14, ma'am, 15, ma'am, 16, ma'am, 17, ma'am, 18, ma'am, 19, ma'am, 20, ma'am. Come back up. All right, now we're going to work on our crane blocks. So we'll start with our crane high block. Remember, this one just comes straight up our center line, and we want to make sure we're keeping that opposite hand chambered when we're blocking with the other hand. All right, and you also want to make sure your arm is straight but not straight, bent but not bent. So we don't want to lock it out because somebody could come, hit our elbow, it could hyperextend, which would really hurt. So we want to keep a little bit of a bend and make sure that we're pushing out with the back of our wrist. That's what we're blocking with. All right, attention stance.
Yes, ma'am.
Stand tall.
Yes, ma'am.
Say tay, tai, pay.
Say, side, hey.
Crane high block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, next we're gonna do our high and low. So same as our crane high block, we're going to be pushing our arm up straight but not straight, bent but not bent. But then we're also gonna have our opposite hand blocking down below. You wanna make sure you keep that wrist flexed back too, and you're pushing your palm out. Attention stance.
Yes, ma'am.
Stand tall.
Yes, ma'am.
Say, tay, tie.
Okay. Tie.
We're gonna go high and low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feet together. Next we're gonna do our crane outside block. Remember, if you can add in your hidden move here, you push the flower up the sleeve, checking your other arm as you push out your block. Do that. Attention stance.
Yes, ma'am.
Stand tall.
Yes, ma'am.
Say, tay, tie, pay.
Okay. Tie. Hey.
Crane outside block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feet together. Next we'll do our side to side. So just like our high and low, one hand is going to be in a beak and one hand is going to be pushing palm out. But this time we're going to have them facing to the side. And we're just going to switch them back and forth. All right, attention stance.
Yes, ma'am.
Stand tall.
Yes, ma'am.
Say, tay, tie.
Tay. Tie.
We're going to go side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do our inside, outside. So we'll start beaks pointing in towards one another. Remember, push in with your palms and then come straight back out into your beaks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure your thumbs are tucked in as you come in. 8, 9, 10. Feet together. Next we're going to do our crane inside block. Remember, this one goes the opposite direction of our outside block, in front of your face, in front of your chest, and then out into a beak. Attention stance.
Yes, ma'am.
Stand tall.
Yes, ma'am.
Say, tay, tie, pay.
Tay. Tie. Hey.
Crane inside block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feet together. Next we'll do everybody's favorite, double high. We'll just do 5. Remember, this we push past our thighs, bring our knees up to our chest, and also our beaks up. Try to land quietly. That means keep a little bit of a bend in your knees. Land first on the ball of your foot and then push down into your heels. Attention stance.
Yes, ma'am.
Stand tall.
Yes, ma'am.
Get a little bit of space in between your feet. Just a little inside shoulder width. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Feet together. I hope it was as quiet at home as it was in here. Miss Burns is very quiet. She's mastered her double high. All right, the last one that we're going to go over is our swimming crane. We learned this one last time. Remember this one, we spear out with one hand, turn it over, bring it back by our ear. As we're doing that, we're pushing our other palm out, spearing out, and bringing it back. Attention stance.
Yes, ma'am.
Stand tall.
Yes, ma'am.
Say, tay, tie.
Tay, tie.
Swimming crane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feet together. That one can take a little bit of practice, so if you're still working on it, don't worry about it. You could dedicate some time this weekend to try to practice. You know, it's kind of one of those things, we gotta do 2 different things with our hands at once. We love doing that in crane. So it does take some coordination, which means you have to practice. But that's all the time we have for basic training. Let's go ahead and bow out. We follow the 5 hearts: faith, respect, perseverance, patience, and humility.
Bow to Apprentice Instructor.
Bow to second degree black sash, and everybody at home, great job, basic training.